Hey guys, what's going on, Battlefielders? It is Pwn, and we are starting off SubSunday with a new commentator. He's really underrated. Not a lot of people know about him. His name is Pappa, but you can call him Daddy. Really nice guy. Really very insightful, teacher-like commentary. He kind of reminds me, he has that little edge like Level Cap does, but he has that awesome accent to boot. And he teaches you a little bit about the guns. Not necessarily how they work in the game, but actually how the guns are, where they come from, where they originate. So check out a video directly from his channel. He wanted to make a video for my channel specifically for you guys to watch, but I said, no, I want to show them what you actually act like on your channel and see if they want to subscribe. Enjoy, guys.
G'day, it's Pappa, and welcome back for episode 14 of Gun Mastery, the series where I bring you my journey towards getting the Gun Mastery dog tags for the weapons of Battlefield 3. We're taking a look at the PDW-R in this episode, and I've got to admit something. This was the episode that nearly never was. When I first tried this gun out, I must admit I really didn't like it. But when I came back to spend the time with it to earn the Gun Mastery dog tags, I totally changed my mind. But before we get into that, let me tell you about the PDR in real life. First off, this is not a production weapon. It's actually a prototype that's being developed by Magpul Industries, the same company that bought us the ACR. And if it ever goes into production, it'll be a very interesting take on the PDW, or personal defense weapon concept. You might remember in the MP7 video where I spoke about these weapons being developed to handle body armor, therefore using usually proprietary cartridges, as in the case of the MP7 and in fact the P90 as well. The problem with these proprietary calibers, of course, is that ammunition isn't always available and it's expensive. Considering it uses standard NATO 5.56 ammunition, that's not the case with the PDR. Here's a gun that offers the best of both worlds. Not only do you have the compact size, lightweight and maneuverability of a personal defense weapon, you also have the flexibility and logistical advantages of being able to use the same ammunition and magazines from weapons like the M16A3 and M4. So now let me tell you how I became such a real fan of the PDW-R. But of course, let's have a look at this first. Nice little 2 for kill with some rubble. Love it. Paid the price just afterwards though, but there you go. Anyway, getting back to it. As I said, when I first tried out the PDR, I really didn't like it. The default magazine size of 20 rounds and that slow, typical bullpup design reload speed, it just had nothing going for it in my mind. And I really gave up on it. Didn't go back to it, which is strange for me, because as you all know, I'm prepared to go out there and try all sorts of weapons to try and get a bit of variety in the gameplay. But in the case of this gun, I just didn't feel it. When the Gun Mastery series came along though, I knew it was time to go back and have another look. So I started spending some time with the gun, unlocking all the attachments, and as soon as I got those extended mags, everything changed. It's really hard to believe that just 10 extra rounds can make such a difference in the way a gun can perform on the battlefield and allow you to take out enemies. But in the case of the PDW-R, that's just what happened. This has really become one of my go-to all-kit weapons now, particularly like it in the engineer class. Something about it, the way you can just quickly whip it out when you're in a situation where you've just fired off a s'more or a javelin rocket, and it always seems to get the job done. So let me tell you how I've got it set up. First of all, you'll see I've got the reflex sight on. Now normally I'm a real fan of the hollow sight, but for some reason with this particular gun, reflex sight is where it's at. It feels a whole lot more comfortable and a lot easier to get on target. Obviously slot 2, that's going to be extended mags, you know that. Now by doing that, of course, you have to give up certain attachments like the suppressor or the flash suppressor, but I don't think that's any real loss in the case of the PDW-R. Slot 3 though, you've got 2 choices. Number 1, you can go for the laser pointer. Number 2, you can go for the flashlight. I've chosen to go for the flashlight, and here's why. First of all, this is a bullpup weapon, so you've already got the advantage as far as hip firing goes. And because this is a weapon that's geared towards close quarter combat, the flashlight really gives you that advantage in those tight situations where you might be up against somebody with a high power, high fire rate assault rifle, and you need every advantage you can get to put them off their game and let you get in first. So there you have the PDW-R in Battlefield 3. Make sure you let me know in the comments down below what you think of the PDR and how you like to set it up when you're out there. One thing about the PDW-R is I find that people either never use it or they're total raving fans, so I'm keen to hear your comments. Now there's something I've got to tell you about coming up at the end of the video. I normally like to show you the footage where I'm actually awarded the dog tags in-game. Unfortunately there was a glitch or something happening on this particular day and they didn't show up. And in fact on the awards screen after the game when I went to the unlocks, It didn't even show that correctly as well, so you'll see what I mean at the end of the video. Sometimes things just don't work out as planned. Now there's plenty more coming up in the Gun Mastery series. Next episode we're looking at the Assault Kit and one of the real surprise packets to come out of the Back to Karkand expansion pack. But there's heaps more, including PDWs, shotguns, sniper rifles and even some LMGs. So I hope you'll join me for those. And of course, being a Pappa video, there'll be a bit of knife action as well. Now this video is coming to an end real soon, so I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure you click the like button. If you'd like to check out all the other episodes, I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description below. And to make sure you don't miss out on any future Pappa videos, make sure you click that subscribe button too. For now though, it's time for me to sign off. And as always, to remind you that this has been Pappa speaking. I look forward to seeing you on the battlefield, and bye for now.